Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Mass Effect 1. We're going to continue exploring the Hades Gamma cluster. At this time we did Trebin in Antaeus system at the end of the last episode, so let's just zoom out a little bit. So in Hades Gamma at the moment, I think I remember other systems opening up later in the game, but for now we've only got the two. We've got Farinata being the second, so let's travel over to that.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, we've got a situation that requires your expertise. A group of fanatical biotics have kidnapped the chairman of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies. Their freighter sustained damage and is dead in space. Get in there and take them down.
What are the biotics asking for?
They're L2 biotics, and most of them are suffering major side effects from the implants. The subcommittee denied a request for reparations to all L2 biotics. Apparently they'd like the chairman to reconsider.
What's the priority on saving the chairman?
Saving him would be my preference, but we must make it clear that these tactics don't work, Commander. Your top priority is to neutralize the biotics.
What kind of resistance should I expect?
The biotics were seen loading equipment into the freighter. Expect traps and combat drones. Nothing you can't handle.
Understood, Admiral. I'll see what I can do.
Let's do it. So we haven't got...
taking the time, Commander.
But there might be a planet
I'll
to land
send
on
you
in
the
this
last known
system.
coordinates of the freighter.
But we've got a ship to
Good
go to
luck.
for sure.
Fifth Fleet out.
Which we actually know the location of. Now I can't remember if this is the one I got the side quest for back on the Citadel. It quite possibly is. There was something to do with biotics, but I thought that was a biotic commune, so I think that might be a different one. So I think this is additional to that. Very green planet. Nothing there though. Asteroid field as well. Sometimes you get more than one asteroid in a mission. Doesn't look like it this time. Nipnu. Rare element. Okie doke. Hopefully something on this one. Juntoma. This is interesting. I might read this one because this is one of the worlds where there's sort of suggestion of unknown alien activity. The Alliance Defense Data Network notes that several ships have been spotted cruising near Juntama with transponders turned off. While an Alliance patrol attempted pursuit of one, the unidentified vessel rabbited to FTL. Its trail was lost when it obscured its light trace in the confusion of signals along the Anansi Ishtar shipping lane. So, well, not necessarily unknown alien. Could be Geth, could be pirate. Don't know. Something weird though. Alright, so I'm going to just come out just to make sure that I get the XP and cash from scanning. Then we'll go back in. I mean, it probably does add it if you just go straight into a mission, but if I remember rightly, you don't really get a notification of that. So, now we're going up against biotics, which makes me wonder if Liara might be a better choice than Garrus here, or even Caden. I'm gonna take Rex though. He's a good biotic, kind of anyway. Yeah, let's take Liara out on her first mission. Let's do that. So she's going to need some leveling up because as we know, we haven't taken her out yet. So 38 points. Okay, so she's got lift, throw, lift, warp, singularity barrier. I mean, it's kind of doubling up on a lot of the stuff I do. Her own Asari scientist skills is lowering recharge time, first aid doing more and quicker. Maybe. Getting electronics going on her would be good because then we can, power down shields and stuff. So I think that's always a good one. Stasis I'm not so worried about. It does immobilize, but I can't remember. It makes them immune to damage, yeah. So you can freeze them. It basically takes them out of the fight for a time, but you can't damage them either. So I never really go for that one. Throw can be good though, and I think probably want to unlock lift as well. That just kind of puts enemies up in the air, which is good. Let's do that. I've got singularity, so I'm not that fussed about unlocking that on her. Let's take her own thing to the top. Maybe going a bit on the throw, maybe a bit more on the lift. warp. As far as unlocking the singularity, so she could do that too. If she had electronics, I'd probably use her on missions more, as a addition to Garrus, or instead of. Let's give a more powerful throw. Now, she probably doesn't have a lot in the way of... Check our levels as well, but I think we're okay. She probably doesn't have a lot in the way of equipment either, so what can I give her here? In terms of armor, she can have this, which... it's better shields, to be honest, and better biotic protection as well, which could be good in this mission. She could have... Yeah, this protects against biotics, so she's got good biotic protection there. Haven't got anything there. She's only pistol, so what have I got that's better for her? I mean, this is good. It's a bit less accurate, but it does way more damage. Let's give her the edge, as it were. Yeah, lowering their cooldowns might be good. Biotics. Damn it. Or improved sighting, isn't it? So heat or accuracy. Give her the accuracy. That's probably the main stuff. Strex has still got his pink outfit. At some point I really need to get better Krogan armor going, but for now, these are my guys. Okay. Should we do a little quick save as well? I remember they can swarm you quite quickly, these biotics, if I remember right. So, shotgun, assault rifle. It might be worth looking those up actually for Rex. So assault rifle, it's that one. Ooh, that is better in every respect than the one he's using now. It's quite interesting. So yeah, take that. And the shotgun was Firestorm, wasn't it? So yeah, that's actually a less advanced version of what he's using. In terms of what I'm using though, it's way better. So yeah, I'm going to take that. Should I take the shotgun or pistol? Not sure. Let's just check what everyone's using. What's Rex switching to? He's got the shotgun. Give him the assault rifle. I've got pistol. That'll do. Why do I feel like I'm sinking through the floor? What I quite like to do in these ones where you can see the enemies and their static is just come in a little bit, shoot, and then they'll start moving. Oh, okay. Hang on. We're on time here. Ah!
Get me next time.
Okay, are we all down?
Shields disabled.
Liara? I don't think I can order Liara to do anything because I was down. No, we're all down now. Yeah. How about you stop pushing? Oh, can anyone do anything? Fire for singularity. What are we doing?
Go, go, go!
Gotta make sure that doesn't happen again.
I hate the way they just run in. Liara, why didn't you throw this dude? Or don't. It's up to you, really. And that might be it. Let's keep the guns out while we go through. We'll do a proper search on the way back. But for now, we need to go and save this chairman guy. I think he's in here.
See how it is? You write letters and everyone ignores you. Force is the only thing people appreciate. So how about if I kill Chairman Burns and finish this charade? Please, I was trying to help you people.
Let's not do anything we're all gonna regret.
Why not? What have we got to lose? Since the chairman here decided that we didn't get reparations, we've got nothing left to live for.
But I've changed my mind. Seeing you all, it's clear that you all deserve...
You had your chance. Some L2s are nearly crippled from side effects of the implants, but you voted against reparations.
Okay, we have enough charisma to be able to do this one.
Think about this. Burns is the one man who can help you.
Yes, if you release me, I can take another look at the reparations request.
What, we're supposed to trust you? Sure, you promise us freedom and say everything will be fine, but as soon as we surrender, you'll double-cross us.
I'm not promising to let you go. All I'm saying is that Burns will take another look. Right, Burns?
Absolutely. I had no idea that the L2 biotics were this desperate. If I'd known, the reparations will come. For whatever it's worth, I promise that.
You're right. I don't want to die. Maybe something will happen this time. We surrender.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me. I'll see to it that the reparations discussion is reopened. I didn't know they were so desperate.
Be rude to him.
Then you weren't doing your job. A Fifth Fleet cruiser will pick you and the prisoners up.
Yeah. Okay, so now we can ransack the place. Oh, decryption's too low. I could come back with Garrus if there's some stuff I can't get in here. I think I can come back again. No, yeah, see. Can I? I don't suppose I can change the team while I'm here. No, I don't think so. That photo mode, what does that look like? Can I? Oh, that might be quite good for getting some screenshots. But anyway, let's close that for now. Energized weave. Not sure what that does. That's it for here. There was a couple of things I think in the main room as well. I think I will come back with Garrus if I can. Check that other stuff. A bit of a maze, this room, but I'll try and catch as much as I can. There was something out here. Oh, look at that! That's good. That's a souped up version of his initial armor. He can take off his little pink suit. Good news. Good news, Rex. Okay, let's pop that on. Well, hang on. Yeah. So this Phoenix one is better for biotic, but this is way better for that stuff. Did he not have it? Where's his? Did he not have anything? Hang on. Then put this on. What is it? Yeah, this one is... Okay, so this one is... That can't be right, can it? Plus damage protection, but sod it. It looks way better, so... This is shield recovery and hardening, which is against... Might be the tech and biotic powers, possibly. Give them that anyway. You're lucky, Rex. Or did I get anything else that was good? This is better, isn't it? I think. Switch that. It's marginal, but Garrus is kind of our sniper. We'll be back with him. Sec. I'm not sure how many people have the decrypt skill Garrus has. I think Caden might have it. I think Tali definitely has it. Yara, unfortunately to say, does not. Now, it's possible we won't be able to get back on here, but we'll see. I'd like to loot everything if we can.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Thank you for dealing with the hostage situation, Commander. Chairman Burns was quite impressed by the way you resolved the situation peacefully. Your assistance above and beyond the formal duties has been noted, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
We can board again, so let's do that. Let's take Garrus with us this time. I'll take Caden too. We can do a bit of leveling up with these guys. There might be armors and stuff they can switch out to as well. Garrus might have a better sniper rifle now. Yeah, this Naginata, see, that's way better. So let's switch that. Might have a better assault rifle. Yes, the Avenger he can level up. The Thunder, though, I think is the one. Caden's a pistol guy like I am. Yeah, the Edge, I think. Go. Armor have I got for him? This one? I mean, it's better damage protection. It might look a bit better as well. Yeah, we'll go with that. In terms of leveling, Garrus is done. Caden. There's a Sentinel. Let's increase damage and accuracy on his pistol. That's not bad. His neural shock thing is pretty good, actually. I don't think anyone else actually has that, so I might level that up. At least to get the skill. So decryption and is probably that, and electronics we want to max out on our techs. So then it doesn't matter which one we bring out on a mission. Make sure that we have one. And we'll make sure he's got the Sentinel up. And then we'll start working on his biotics. And there we go. One thing that always bothers me until I can unlock the Spectre weaponry, well, I've got it unlocked, I just can't afford it, is sort of colour matching all the weapons on your back. Because it gives you every weapon, even if it's not something you use. It means that until you kind of get that all black set, and you can buy a few sets of it, you always sort of look a bit mismatched. We're back! Yep. A Raikou, assault rifle, sniper. Okay, maybe. I always think. Oh, okay. So there's something back here. I was just gonna say. I always think you should get better stuff, or at least different stuff in the crates that you actually have to crack open. There was one in the cockpit, I think, as well, wasn't there? Ooh. Pressing E to use, but it's space. Okay, yeah, some weaponry. Let's go through these guys, especially Garrus, and just see if there's anything we can improve here. Nope. He's already using the Naginata. Armor-wise, nothing really there for him. Caden, any new pistol? The Raikou 4, actually. Is that better than what I'm using? No, I'm using the 5, so we'll give Caden the 4. Let's actually give him an upgrade on this as well, so maybe give him that. And he's using... Radio 3 is probably not too bad. I might just give him armor 2. What am I using? Chemical. I'll do for now. Alright, let's head. I can't remember if this is one of those games where the sprint speed is exactly the same as the normal speed. It's just they sort of change the field of view and maybe put a few speed lines on it to give it the illusion that you're moving faster. I can't remember how to get out of here. I'm lost. Oh no, I know. Okay. Didn't I want to be over here? is it over here? No, it's over here, isn't it? Oh, there's the door. Now, what do you think? Running speed? Storming speed? I don't think there's a huge increase there. I think it might... And if it is, it's quite subtle, I think. Definitely looks quicker, like in terms of her actions, but I'm not sure that it actually is. Okay, well, that's Hades Gamma done, at least for now. Like I said, I'm pretty sure other systems open up here in time, but let's move on. I don't think there's anything else here now. I think in terms of the first, or the next story place we're going to go, Novaria or Pharos? Maybe Pharos. I think kind of the final confrontation stuff on Novaria is a bit tougher, so it makes sense to maybe level up a bit before we go there. I hope you guys are okay with exploring a bit, though. I think it's one of the joys of the game, personally. So let's go into the Voyager cluster. So here we only have one at the moment. I think another one may open up eventually. Let's go into Voyager Amazon.
Commander, incoming signal from 5th Fleet HQ on the Citadel.
Commander Shepard, something uncomfortable has just come up. In the First Contact War, we fired a lot of espionage probes into Turian space. We just received a mission complete burst from one of them.
Okay.
Where's it been in the meantime?
No idea. Lost in transit. These probes were built in a hurry after First Contact.
What makes this uncomfortable?
When these probes were launched, we didn't have any idea who we were fighting. We didn't want to risk aliens examining our technology. The probe has a demo nuke built in. A 20-kiloton tactical fusion warhead. About equal to the bomb dropped on Hiroshima back in the 20th. If somebody finds that probe, tampers with it, you don't need me to finish, Commander.
Shouldn't a bomb disposal unit be sent for this? We don't have anyone trained in that.
I know. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. These probes have been classified for 26 years. The Council will call fusion bomb booby traps dangerous and irresponsible. The Alliance would face censure if they find this probe. I'm asking you because the Normandy can get on site quickly and quietly. It's in the Voyager cluster.
It's in the Voyager cluster. That's the opposite side of the Alliance from Turian space. How did it get there?
I don't know. It's possible someone recovered it safely and brought it there. It's also possible it got very badly lost. It could have been wandering the relay network since the war.
We'll get on it immediately, Admiral. And we'll be discreet.
I appreciate that, Commander. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
Now, I think I remember right that the 5th Fleet Commander voice is actually Lance Henriksen. Famous actor, but was Bishop in Aliens. For anyone who can't put name to face, or face to name. Pretty sure that's the case. Okay, so here's the planet where we want to land. We'll come back to that. Let's do everything else prior. Nothing there. Dreamer. Alright, so everything... I think it is. So let's just come out with that. Shall we get the XP and the cash? That's not the right one, is it? It's the other one. Agabinium. Agabinium is a small terrestrial world with an extremely thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Though the planet has sufficient mass to maintain a much thicker atmosphere, much of it has been blasted away. The red giant Amazon is a long-period variable star, currently at the nadir of a 16-year cycle. At peak, its energy output doubles, lashing Agabinium with intense heat and radiation. The crust is mainly composed of aluminium with deposits of tin. Much of the surface is coated with a fine silicate dust, which easily penetrates the smallest cracks to foul machinery. It's not, although it's very cold, it's not an actual environmental hazard, so we should be okay to do EVA stuff here. I think I take out my team. The usual suspects. That makes things up a little bit more in terms of party composition in ME Mass Effect 2. There's a lot more squad mates there for a start, and you kind of want to give everyone a fair shake. So I'm going to start off by going south, I think, here, and just kind of boot along the perimeter. And find any ore deposits. Let's do a little save as well in case of... I can't remember their names. The sandworm things. Oh, there is an ore there. This thing can go up almost vertical surfaces. It's actually quite impressive. Just need a little bit of a boost sometimes. Another one. Oh, that's a bit much. Let's try another angle. Get a bit of momentum going, it can be okay, but... maybe in the slope. What do we got? Sumerium. So let's keep going round west first. Whee! Whoa. Right, let's reverse down then. That's a bit slow. I will save again because this looks like a classic Threshermore. That's the word. Actually, classic Threshermore territory, that bowl. So I might keep going around a bit west first. Let's go north then. Ah, there is another deposit. See, it's down there, isn't it? Magnesium. Now that might be a bit too vertical to exit. It's okay. But I picked my spot badly that time. Right, well that's 2 of potential 3 deposits. I'm not going to go mad searching for the others. Let's just do a perimeter sweep. Doing the stuff as we go. Oh yeah, there's something over there. I can see it. Like a mine. Threshermore sense is tingling. Don't have to save. It's quiet. Too quiet.
Mineshaft. That's the source of the signal.
This smells.
I agree. Your probe didn't crash. It was moved here.
There's a nuclear weapon down there. We can't abandon it. Just stay on guard.
Right.
Right, guns out. What are you using, Garrus? Let's put Rex on that. Let's actually go with Sniper. Hitting. Doing a quick sweep for loot. If I remember right, there isn't actually any enemies in this bit. Doesn't appear to be a lot in the way of loot either. Well, was worth a look. Okay, so we'll go this way first, but I think we'll be back out to that other tunnel as well, even though it's locked at the moment.
That was a detonator. Someone just screwed us.
Shepard, at last.
Have we met?
My name is Ilanos Halliot. I doubt you know it. Who do you think runs the Terminus clan, Shepard, huh? Thousands of pirates, slavers, criminals of every stripe?
You assume I give a damn. That's cute.
The strongest leads. The one who kills the most men, seizes the most ships, pillages the most colonies. 3 years ago, I was the strongest. I used my influence to assemble a fleet. We would drive your kind out of the Verge.
You're the one behind the attack on Elysium.
I was the motivator, the instigator, the one who promised glory and riches for sacking the largest human colony in the cluster. The one blamed when it failed. Failed! I was ruined when your kind held against the Blitz. What better way to recover my reputation than by eliminating the first human Spectre?
You'll see me again, Halliot. Count on it.
I rather doubt that. Goodbye, Shepard.
Orders, Commander.
We've got air and light and the Normandy's still in orbit. Let's look for another way out.
We'll disable the bomb, we haven't got long. I think we've done this minigame many times, but there's a few of these things. There we go, all done. And there might be enemies in the next bit, I can't remember. I think we're just going outside. Polonium rounds and shredder rounds. Oh, they're quite good actually. The polonium rounds is basically a better version of what I'm using. Is it better? Prevents enemy regeneration. I mean, that is good. And then the shredder round is versus organics. I think I'm going to take the polonium round for now. And on Garrus, maybe on your sniper. To the shredder rounds. If I remember right, they've got a camp around here. They're not very good with a sniper rifle. Maybe it makes sense to have gone out. I don't even know if I'm doing anything with it. Wow. I think we just got one-shotted. Hopefully it auto-saved when we came out of that mine. If it didn't, I might have to... Oh, God. Alright, tell you what, I'll pause here. We'll come back. And we're back. Okay, let's just quick save here then. Now, it's a bit annoying that they're so far away. I don't have the Mako here. Actually, the Mako's there. If I could get to that, I could turn the guns on them. Make our way down. No sneaking in the game, unfortunately, but I think we'll be alright. For the guys. Okay, they're nowhere to be seen.
On me!
If I get into the Mako and then jump out, they'll be there. But I think I might just shoot them with the cannons here. Is that everyone, or is that... Is that...
Shields disabled.
Oh, there's Hallie at. Hey, what can we do to him? Why don't we turn off his gum and do a warp, and I'll singularity. There he goes. Oh, come chasing him around this. There you are. Okay, got a Krogan. How about shields? Bit of that. I'll do this. Hey, I went through a lot of trouble to draw you here. Pity it ended like this. For him, at least. Now that you're above ground, your suit radio has re-established connection with the Normandy. Time to get the hell out of here. Got a level. Can't complain. Anything to loot around here? Probably got some stuff come in the inventory. Let's have a quick look. You know what? I might, even though I don't use these things, I might just upgrade them. Chance it might color coordinate a bit better with what I'm using. A bit. Right, now where are we geographically? Okay, so we've got debris there and something there. Go get the debris. Oh, I'm just trying to... Steering is so annoying for some reason. That's where we came out. Combat scanner, that's quite good actually. I might just save it for when we're up against Geth who jam the radar. Eventually you get pistols, well, all guns that have an extra upgrade slot, and then I like to put the combat scanners in just so you've got one. I think I'd rather keep the heatsink in it at the moment though. Whoa. Threading the needle there. Okay, so I think what I might do is just do like a... find the eastern border and then just do a little trip down. See, we've got another thing over here that wasn't on the radar. How we're staying on this slope. Alright, what's this? Discovery. Brushing away the carbonization on the door of the contragravity speeder, you see the Nezo brand name. Judging by the charring, the wreckage has been here since the star's last variable peak. The corpse is wearing the remains of an expensive suit and what appears to be a melted antique aviator goggles. What does that mean? Sounded like it. I don't know. It might just be like an in-joke or a reference to something. Maybe a movie that I'm not recalling at the moment. Let me know in the comments if you actually know what that refers to. Little Mako that could. Almost there. Don't go down the pit. Do a little save just in case of Thresher Moors, which is always a possibility, as we know. I might kind of swing around this way as well. I feel like if we're going to get another deposit of stuff, it's going to be in a hillier region. I'm not going to scale it. Just head towards this little formation. The one we've already found. Okay, I think that's probably all I can find here, at least without going too granular, so let's do it. Nothing from the Fifth Fleet? Okay, as you will. Right, so let's do Armstrong, and then we'll come into Ferros on our
Message
next
coming
stop.
in from the
We'll
brass.
kind of mix the exploration around with the story stuff.
Normandy, Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in Geth activity in the Skillian Verge. Surveillance drones have identified Geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out.
We have any idea what they're after?
Hard to say. They may be just gathering intel on us. Or maybe they're setting up staging grounds for hit-and-run attacks on human colonies.
I'm on it, Admiral.
Finding Saren is still your top priority, but you've got experience fighting the Geth. You're the logical choice to take out these outposts. We're transmitting all the locations of known Geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. Admiral Hackett out.
We got Vamshi, Hong, Tereshkova, Gagarin. Okay. Alright, let's start off with Vamshi.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Another one?
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
Alright. What we got? Bagel. Is that it? Just 3 planets? There might be one closer in. I guess Magi is where we're landing. Magi orbits the Vamshi binary giant stars. Vamshi A is a blue star of spectral class A4111, which burns at half again the temperature of Sol. Vamshi B is an aging red giant of class M5111, and over 220 times the size of Sol. Magi has a thin atmosphere of methane and carbon monoxide. The difference in temperature between the hemisphere facing the suns and that facing deep space causes constant wind, I know how it feels, stirring the silica and sodium dust of the surface. Unsavory characters from the Terminus systems occasionally use Magi for forms of cruel sport, dumping slaves, hostages, quarrelling shipmates, or even, when bored, vicious animals on the surface. One must kill the other before they will be rescued from the lethal radiation of the giant stars. Very cold here. Still not saying it's an environmental hazard, though. Yeah, we're gonna go with the guys. What do we got? Geth outpost. Where was that live fire thing he was talking about? Oh, it's on the moon. Our moon. Oh. Oh, okay. Don't know why he was telling us about it here. But that is the only DLC that was ever produced for Mass Effect 1, the moon one. And we'll do that at some point. I'd like to be a bit higher level when we do that. Yeah, no, we're good. Alright, so I'd like to leave the Geth for last, so let's strike south and work our way around. Aha. I really hope there's good suspension in this Mako. Shepard's going to have lifelong back problems otherwise. I didn't make it. Didn't notice if I got the XP from the one servo we did in the system before. As we landed. I could have zoomed down. I wasn't that bothered for the sake of one survey, but I can't remember if it flashed up if we got the XP or not. I don't think it did. It doesn't mean we didn't get it, I mean, but didn't get the notification anyway. Oh, the thrusters! Not quite. Oh, just the top wheels on. That's it. Once the top wheels are on, you're golden. A couple of things here. Got some ancient debris. Around here. Basically on top of it. Why can't I see it? Oh, it's there, I think. I don't think this next one's on the map, is it? No, so this is like an extra thing. Big old skull. This massive skull is scored by deflective mass accelerator shots. The xenobiology files in your hard soup computer can't identify the species. It must have been brought here from an unknown world. Big, like a dinosaur. Which way am I going? Okay, I'm still going east. I've got some ability points to distribute as well, haven't I? I might do that before we go into the Geth base.
Moving out.
Polonium ablative coating. That might be interesting. What does that do? Damage protection. I might take that actually. I mean, the regen's good, don't get me wrong, but it's quite slow. It's more of an out of combat benefit, really. Oh yeah, let's do the upgrading. I mean, that is good. Is there anything I kind of want to prioritize a bit more? I don't know. I think I'm going to put into this. It's just all my health and everything, as well as the other stuff it brings. I'll do that. I'd like to get pistols to max as well at some point. I think I do use those quite a bit. Accuracy and damage with his weapons. Yeah, that seems good. Let's keep going on that. Oh, I didn't get. Oh, I didn't actually. No, let's take that back. Let's get the electronics going full then. Kind of forgot that wasn't full yet. That'll do. Deposit. That's right here. So, yeah, we'll still work round, so let's keep going north until we hit the top part of the map, and then we'll cut west to get to the Geth. Can't remember, each of the landable planets in this, is it Armstrong? Yeah, Armstrong cluster has a different Geth base, and I can't remember which one's which. They all work slightly differently. Most of them you can just do from the Mako, I think. I can't remember if that's the case for all of them. west. I wish the thrusters lasted a bit longer. Ah, third deposit. Is that the first time I found all 3 deposits on the same planet? If it's not the first, there's only been a couple. Actually got some enemies there. Possible armatures or turrets looking at the mini-map. Turrets, it sounds like. That's one. It's just a little safe. You never know. Right, we'll be looking at this one. Now where's the ore? It's just over here. Let's get out and grab that while we're here. Where are these others? Are they up or down? I feel like maybe we need to... Yeah, I think maybe we need to go up a path. Whee! No, along the way there. Let's do that. There's something here. We're getting jammed. Ooh, we got snipers. I'm getting you. There we go. There's the oh, Colossus. Okay. We're going to want to get out of here because that thing will take us down. Even in the Mako. Snipe it a bit. Oh, damn it. Damn the steering.
3 more of these outposts left to clear out? This should be fun.
Yep, I think that was it for the Geth. That's it for the planet as well. Let's have a quick look at the inventory for stuff we got. Exoskeleton upgrade. Kinetic buffer, kinetic stabilizer, cryo rounds. Okay, we'll take a look at those. So the exoskeleton is smash damage. Okay. Protection against high physics weapons and biotic attacks. I never really go for those, I don't think. Shields, mobile accuracy, cooldown reduction can be quite good. Nothing amazing though. Weapon stability. That might be quite good for the shotgun potentially. Let's Garrus got on his armor? Yeah, maybe I'll give him that. Okay. I think we're done. Let's head to the next system. So we're going to Hong. Tree gear. I always just have a quick scan of the planet text before zooming out again, just because for some of them, I can never remember which ones have like a little bit of flavor text that kind of suggests stuff that happened previously with the Reapers and so on. But anyway, Caspian is a classic pre-garden terrestrial world with conditions similar to those on Earth millions of years ago. Its hot, humid atmosphere is mainly composed of nitrogen and carbon dioxide. An increasing amount of the surface is covered by simple lichen and algae. Should no unexpected calamity occur, these tiny plants will change the atmosphere to an Earth-like nitrogen-oxygen mix over the next few millennia. Due to its potential for future habitability and sapient life, Caspian has been designated a sanctuary world by the Citadel Council. Landing is prohibited by law, and any disturbance of the fragile young ecosystem will result in harsh fines and imprisonment. At present, the planet is passing through the debris trail of a long-period comet. Okay, it's quite temperate. Well, I say that, it's hot enough on the surface to boil water, but we won't hold that against it. We're looking at the map, so we've got, okay, Geth outpost there, and then a few bits there. So why don't we, I might just head due west now. I won't climb those tall peaks. I wouldn't mind a quick look at the, this thing here, see if there's any mining to be done. Doesn't look like it. So let's strike north. I'm not even going to attempt to climb any of that stuff. I'm convinced that's possible. I'm intrigued by what might be down in this little corner though. I'm right in the corner and I can't see anything on the map, so I think that's nothing. Nice if there was a little thing at the end of there. Time I didn't zoom out to God. This might be at the, I don't think it is the base. Okay, but I'm not going to scale that. I don't think that's possible, but there may be a way around it. Be more possible from this angle. Might be just on the other side of the peak that we can go around. Just going to get to that little ridge there and see if it can be climbed up. Yeah, over there we go. What do I think it's going to be right down there? Okay, before I go any Oh, no, gravity's got us. Where are we going? Oh, no. No. I think it's up there.
Moving out.
Alright, so we want to go north the other one. I think the other one was kind of down a big old crater. Whoa! Look out below. Don't go in that. Don't go in there. I think I know from experience it's very hard to get out of here again once we're stuck in it. We always end up in this hole. Oh, straight down the hole. No! Steering in the direction that you're pointing thing is tricky. I'm going to pause here while I'm trying to get out of this self-created mess. Hang on. Back on the road. For now. Where on earth am I going for this one? I mean... what do I think this is? It's like this kind of a depression in the middle of this... Okay, I think we go... I don't think we go over, I think we go round. Maybe up there. Not to fall down into the pit. See some enemies. That's not where the Geth base is, so that's interesting. What have we got? Oh, I see it. It's all the way down at the bottom. It'll be worth it. Probably not going to be worth it. Never is. Medical 4 could be interesting. Let's have a look. Yeah, you see now it resists toxins and has more health regeneration, which is a bit better. Shield recovery and hardening is good. Let's go with that one. What's Rex using? Oh, he's already got one. This isn't as good, so I might... let's put the damage protection on Garrus. Right, well, we've got another situation to get out of here. It might not be too bad, actually. Potentially. Oh, God. At least you can never flip it. Not for want of trying, though. This is probably among the worst worlds to navigate in the Mako, I think. It's just too many sharp peaks and sudden dips and little holes that you can get trapped in. I generally don't mind driving the Mako around, but it's a bit of a chore when it's like this. Make sure to populate the difficult areas with things you want to go and check out. It's really interesting to see what this is. It could just be scavengers. It might be Geth. Looks like Geth. God, there's a lot of things down there. Just keep moving is going to be key here. Oh no, I've gone off. let's get out. Let's see what this thing is. The Geth array is transmitting regular data bursts on an encrypted channel using the Alliance's own FTL convoys. It's not clear where the data is being directed nor the content of the signal. Turn it off anyway. It's just the one thing. Now, did we get kinetic stabilizer, cryo? Okay. Just like the cryo rounds, I can't even remember what they do. So, plus shield bypass, target drops accuracy. I mean, that's not bad, to be fair. Now that wasn't the... yeah, so we've still got to find the outpost, so we'll go along the north barrier. Although my appetite for fully exploring this world is fairly slim. Let's say, I don't even know if we found any ore deposits yet. Yeah, we haven't. There's enough in the explorable systems not to need to crawl through everything to a minute detail. So if we miss a planet, I'm not that worried. Well, there's one here though. As long as I get one on a planet, I think I'll leave reasonably satisfied. I see it. There's at least one world as well where the deposit is cheekily outside of the mission area. Don't know if that's a bug or intentional. Big pile of gold. Yeah, so we'll keep going east and then south. Well, I suppose. I like to avoid the big hills if I can. I think we might need to get on top of this one. Let's go this way. Yeah. We're pretty close. I can't remember the nature of the Geth threat at this particular base. Similar, I think. Getting some of these. One left. We're sending down the big boy. Death dropship. Oh, you can actually kill this thing. There we go. What do we get? The incendiary rounds is quite good. I got that on the replay of the mission that didn't didn't work out earlier. See, the target takes 10 damage over 5 seconds and loses accuracy. I quite like that actually. I might give Rex that on his this thing. Assault rifle. That's what it's called. Oh, there's another deposit just there. It's take a little bit of hiking to get to it, but go up this way. This be ambitious. Oh, didn't come in at the right angle. Bonk.
En route.
Right. Didn't do too bad there. I'm not going to explore anymore. Let's bug out. Next. We have Tereshkova. I think Antibar is the one we land on. Yeah. Let's come out there for a sec. It's pretty. Okay, let's come out of that and make sure that we get the XP. For money. We got over 100 grand now. Loads of stuff to sell. Next time we're near a shop. Well, I mean, I could go down into the. Let's actually let's take a break. Let's go to the garage, and that's not there every time. And sell our stuff and see if we can buy anything cool. If I can get up to one of those, if I can get like the Special Ops Spectre pistol, that'd be awesome. I think it's 300 odd K, so I don't know if I can sell enough to get there, but we'll see. I'm not going to worry about equipping other people from the best of the weapons I currently have, because like they get outdated so quickly.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
So the pistol, yeah. So it's actually not too much money. It's 142. I only need 30 grand. So can I get there? Let's start at the bottom end and we'll work up. Anything that's rated 2 or 3 can go. With the stuff that's 4 and above, I might be a little more choosy. I think the Edge 4 is not a bad pistol. Anything that's duplicated we can get rid of. Phoenixes aren't that good. Got enough for the pistol. Keep that. Don't really like that. That'll do. What do we get? 189. So that's pretty good. So I can get this pistol. Is there anything else I'd prefer? Probably not, honestly. I mean, I can't wear medium armor anyway. I think this is honestly the best thing I can get, so let's get that. And we'll keep the rest. This pistol is way more powerful, way more accurate, can shoot way more often, and I get 3 upgrade slots. So let's put this straight in. I'll keep those, but let's add the combat scanner so I can avoid getting jammed on the signal. It's good. Let's have a little chat with the guys down here. Let's have a chat with Garrus.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with C-Sec a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian
Oh, this
geneticist
guy.
I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job.
Elcor diplomat.
And selling their organs. Had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set.
That's right, they got 4.
Somebody's making a killing out there.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Yeah? Go on.
One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. We just used them to make more organs. They wouldn't listen.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
We'll be doing that. Alright, talk to Ashley.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the lieutenant, Chief?
No, ma'am. And anyway, Scuttlebutt says he's already sweet on someone.
Better not be me.
What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting you could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course, if he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
She recounts it a bit lightheartedly for like an attempted essay, you know what I mean?
Did anything happen while you were home?
My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Sounds dull.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Your beliefs are your business. I'm your commanding officer, not your moral compass.
I appreciate that, Skipper. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Alright, we'll leave it be for the time being. Rex?
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would've if I thought it was important.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. Couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Alright, well, we may as well go and have a chat with Tally while we're down here.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me. Especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
I mean, now we're in the mode of talking to people, we may as well go up to Caden and what's her face? Liara. We need to let him down gently, really.
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
Let's hear it, Lieutenant. I'm always open to my officers.
We've played it pretty close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard. Commander.
It's a personal observation, Caden.
Maybe that's not my place. I don't want to send any bad signals, Commander. Just, working on what I've picked up. You tell me if I'm going too far.
I'm listening. Tell me why you feel the need to speak up.
I'm not questioning any decision you've made, Shepard. Let me be clear about that. It's just my experience that once someone lets something slide, it tends to pick up speed. Do you get my meaning?
You're talking about a particular example, aren't you?
You know the records about the biotic training out on Jump Zero? They're all classified, because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
And the Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
Get your knuckles rapped a few times, Lieutenant?
Yeah, you could say that. Our instructor was a Turian by the name of Commander Vernus. To introduce himself, he liked to say, "I was at the helm of the dreadnought that killed your father." Well, I told him my dad wasn't in the war. He'd retired to Vancouver. My family had an inland home that matured to new beachfront. Vernus had it in for me after that. He cut corners, pushed hard. I mean, you either came out a Superman or a wreck. A lot of kids snapped. A few died. The point of all of this, I guess, is that when you cut corners, it's not always obvious who pays for it.
So why are you telling me this? Are you saying I'm cutting corners somewhere?
I'm saying it's probably inevitable that we'll have to, and when that happens, I want to help you. When someone important to you is up on a ledge, you help them. Keep them from mistakes better made by a kid.
So you think you have leave to talk like we're more than officers?
I got some signals. Maybe some static too, I guess. If I'm out of line, just say the word.
Sorry, Caden. This was just a battlefield thing.
There's my answer then. I'm sorry to have bothered you, Commander. I got some mixed signals. With your permission, I should return to my duties.
Sorry, Caden. Liara's the girl for me. Speaking of, talk to Jacquez as well. I haven't really spoken to her since the intro.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Right. 2 more Geth bases to take down. Let's go do that. Cool new pistol now. It's pretty much the best pistol we're going to have until like the sort of very last stages of the game, where you can upgrade to like a level 10 version of this level 7 that we just bought. Tereshkova, I have scanned this. Where am I going? Is it Antibar? Is that where we're going? Antibar is a cold terrestrial world with an atmosphere of methane and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of iron, with deposits of magnesium. The world has been noted as a possible target for long-term terraforming. If the atmosphere could be increased to the thickness of Earth's, the global average temperatures would rise by 10 degrees Celsius. Antibar's combination of low temps, high-speed surface winds, and low visibility make it dangerous to explore on foot. Yeah, so it's pretty chilly. Again, it's not a hazard though. Dealing with here. Anomaly, Geth. Okay, tell you what, let's just go west of the anomaly and we'll work around from there. Hopefully find at least one deposit along the way. Oh, there's a couple of things going on here. What have we got? This is looking a bit like Thresham. Bodies have been placed here deliberately. There we go. take all these down? Get it. Do we? Still going. Still going. A bit banged up, but let's just deal. Let's just go with it. The vehicle and the human corpses show the telltale signs of Geth weapons fire. The Geth have been mangled by the Threshermore. At least they got what was coming to them. There's something else over there as well. Let's go and have a look. Prothean ruin. Prothean data disk recovered. So I'm going to check, how are we doing on all these things that we're collecting? So, Sari writings, 4 out of 10. Turian, 6 out of 13. But that's not that. Where's the other stuff? Valuable minerals. We got all the gases, so we're about doing pretty well. Probably about 50% of the way there overall. Prothean data disk, 3 of 7. So that, where did I see? Oh, Dr. Salion. So where is he? Kepler Verge, okay. Make sure to go there. Yeah, so let's just head directly there. Probably let's how do I repair? Ah, yeah. These tend to be crashed probes. Yeah, it looks like it. Ooh, jammed already. Interesting. Stuff we already got. So we want to go pretty much due north. Over this ridge, I think. Still a little save, depending on what we find. Not difficult. Let's try and pick this stuff off. Prepare.
Just one outpost left. I'm going to miss slaughtering Geth like this.
Tungsten rounds are quite good, I think. I'll have to check out what they are. Ah, damage versus synthetics. Could be good. I mean, I'll probably modulate that depending on what we're fighting. But that is quite a good one. I didn't find any ores here, but let's just move on. Let's go back to Normandy. We'll just take that one on the chin. Oh. We are going to Gagarin. Oops, drop my pen. This one's quite interesting, I think. So, surveyors found the ruins of a technical civilization near the equator. Evidently the colony of an ancient spacefaring race. The ruins had subsided to almost nothing, merely wind-hollowed husks of arcologies and other megastructures. In the centre of the ruins was a single column whose inscriptions defied translation for several centuries. When Asari linguists finally managed a translation, the elaborate relief carvings said merely, "Walk among these works and know our greatness." An allusion, not an allusion, but a reference to the Ozymandias poem there. Look upon my works, ye mighty, in despair. The crude scratches on the base of the reverse side said, "Monsters from the id." Oh, not quite sure what that means. Again, probably a reference to something, it's just not coming to me. I think pressure is where we go. No, maybe not. Ah, that's where we land. Right, that's it for survey, so let's just zoom out. Get the XP. So Rayingri is a small, barren terrestrial world. What it possesses a reasonably temperate climate and a number of useful resources. No mining corporation is willing to risk investment. A rogue planetoid, dubbed Varts by the initial Solarian survey team, entered the system approximately 10,000 years ago, and was trapped in a decaying orbit around Rayingri. It is nearing the end of its slow spiral inwards. Earthquakes and cyclonic windstorms are increasingly common on the planet. Within a few hundred years, the planets will rip each other apart. Some Asari travel consortiums have already announced sponsorship of cruises to observe the spectacle. Right, let's do that leveling first. So, oh, I've leveled twice since I didn't realise. Well, with that in mind, let's take pistols to max. Can't do more charm or adept or spectre. What does this do? Damage reduction and hardening. Yeah, it's probably good to get all this in, so I might rush that a little bit as well. Garrus. Yeah, so let's just finish off electronics, and then we'll do that. Let's make him a healthy boy. Here we go. He's up to 375 HP. We're on 271. 249 for Garrus. Right, what are we dealing with here? So we've got the Geth directly south of us. I think this is one that we go in. So let's just head east and south and then round to the Geth base. We've got an ore deposit. As well as the quest, they're just quite a good way of getting a bit of cash in and XP as well. And it scales with the current level, both fronts. So we're gonna... what are we doing? Yeah, we'll keep going and then until we hit the edge and then we'll head south. Quite a nice spacescape, I suppose you'd call it. I'll shoot at it though. Try and scale this. Oh, there's our target. See it? Not far away, actually. Now I'm stuck. Energized weave and incendiary rounds, that's fine. What level are we at the moment? I don't even know. 13. I think maybe at 15 we'll start to get level 5 stuff coming in when we get stuff. Alright, let's head west. There's a roar. Either roar. Go on. Don't fall back. Come on, boosters. There we go. Probably completely unnecessary and we could have gone round, but hey. I think that's going to be, yeah, there's too much of an incline to come out, so let's park down here. Might be alright. Lost track of where I am now, so we want to go kind of west. I'm not going to try and go up the steep cliff, because I think with this one, I think it's on a plateau, and I think there's a path you take up to it. Or at least a side that makes sense to approach from. Isn't this? Might be... yeah, we can go across there. It's up there. There's the road. I see the road now. Little beacons on it. So this is the proper way out. Like we've got some husks. Alright. Well, I've got my sniper. I think I'll go with pistol. Garrus, assault, and then with shotgun there. Loot stuff first. Ooh, we're getting 5 things. Okay, so I'll have a look at those. I'm imagining that's not very good for me, but the other stuff might be good for the chaps. Oh, we're even getting a level 6 there. That's interesting. Alright, let's have a look at that then. So Garrus, Lance 4 and 5 aren't as good. The sniper, no new sniper. Rex, nope. Ooh, Katana 5's good. It's an upgrade on what you're using. Now, we're going to have synthetic, so why don't we... Am I on my... No, I should be on my pistol. That might be okay. Garrus got armor piercing, is pretty good, but we've also got the tungsten. So why don't you go to that? Rex. Yeah, we don't want the anti-personnel. I'm actually going to equip that one. You take the 4. I'll take the 6. It's a bit of an upgrade. Okay. Here they come. I tell you what, I'm going to pop a singularity, I think. What have we got?
Shield disabled. Now I'm ready.
To just take those positions. I'm going to... God, let's just throw you. Might be it.
All targets down.
I'll search the rest when we come back out. Got more bogeys. Let me whack another singularity down. That was a bit soon with the singularity. It's open, hang on. Throw's not back up. Why don't we... That's it now. Shield modulator. I think that just brings shields back up quick. Probably alright. Ooh, I think they've come back. Tsunami, that might be quite a good one. I might just check that before we head into the next group. It's good. It's not quite as good as what he's using. I mean, this does quite a lot more damage, to be fair. Not too little of the other stuff. Yeah, I think we're good. Get my pistol. I should be able to see them even with the jamming. What we got? We actually got Geth this time, I think. Oh, gotcha. Oh, we got one that's just coming in here. Oh, okay. Why don't we get a singularity on? Block you.
Shields down.
Those destroyers, they run right in.
Patching you up.
The aiming gets so much better after this game. The skills and the biotic stuff particularly. I didn't quite nail it in this one. So I'll warp you. Alright, should be good I think. As I look around the rest of the room, because I didn't do a thorough search earlier. Not sure what that marker is pointing me towards either. It seems to be off the base. Like it's not in the explorable areas. Yeah, I think that's it. Do we get anything from the ones we killed? Nah. There might be something that sort of greets us when we leave here. Yep. Where's this? Rocket trooper, throw him. Have a nice fall. Block the sniper's gun. Oh, I've got a rocket trooper. Okay, just blow him up. Then what? Shock trooper. Okay, with you. Let's set you up.
Strange. I expected one of these outposts to be the main base of operations for this incursion.
Hold up. This receiver's picking up some kind of transmission. Based on the signal strength, I'd say it's coming from inside this star cluster.
It must be a message from the primary Geth base. We can use the signal to lock onto its location and take them out.
Alright, well let's go do that then. Make that our next stop. We still have this thing over here. Let's go and check that out. So that's to the west as well. No, that's east. It's over there. Another ore as well, right next to the thing. See that? Oh, there's a thing over there too. We'll have to get that. This wasn't on the map.
Securing point.
All the way down. Whoa!
Cover me.
Alright, let's check out that last thing. I did think that looked like something from a distance, and it is.
En route.
Scavengers who made this camp are gone. They seem to have abandoned it abruptly some time ago. Didn't bring anything else on the map, so I think we're good to go. Okay, well, it's going to be a little bit longer than the other episodes, of which I kind of just want to finish this Geth thing off, really, and not drag that out to the next episode, which is going to be a week away. So we're going to go to Grissom. Sort these nasty Geth out. Bender, bender, bender. This might be the landing one. No, it's a survey. Ooh, it's a lot here. I think there might be nanobots here. Kind of is the gist of that. Ooh, is Solcrum the little one? Might be where we land. Yeah, okay, that is a level 1 here. That's it. What's going on in Notanban? That's pretty much it, but let's go through the asteroid fields. Probably go for this one, but I'll do the inner one as well. That's it. So let's just come out. Then we'll go back in and do the main Geth base. Did I level up again? No. Okay, let's do it. Solcrum is the largest moon of the gas giant Notanban. It is a trace atmosphere of Krypton and Xenon. The crust is composed of various metals with deposits of sodium. As with every body in the solar system, the surface is scorching hot and thoroughly irradiated by the blue giant Grissom. Surface excursions without proper protective gear are certain to prove fatal. On approach to Notanban, Normandy's passive sensor array intercepted a fragmentary coded transmission from the surface. Attempts to decrypt the message were fruitless. It does not appear to be any software coding language used by the Citadel races. It's Giths. That's probably it. So let's head south first and do that. Oh, okay. That's way past somebody. It's probably on the other side of this as opposed to up on top, maybe? Let's try that first. I feel like it might be up there. Let's try this. I was going to say it was like a thresher maul, but it's a bit small. I imagine it must be a little bit heartbreaking to have written all the flavor text for this game, like for the planets and each of the collectibles you find, and know that 99% of the players probably never even read more than a few words of it. I did try to read, I mean, not on the recording obviously, but I did try and read the planet text early on in my first playthrough. Most of them just kind of talk about like the elements and stuff you find on them, so it's not hugely interesting. There are a few that have some quite cool in-universe lore that's worth checking out. It's nice, I think I would say it's nice that it's there. It's nice that they made the effort, even if most players never even bothered checking it out, because they could, you know, they could. It adds to the universe, I think. It adds to the immersion, you know, having all these little histories and stuff going on for the different planets. I've run out of time on this one. So the base is pretty much north. I'm not going to, because it's quite a long episode already, I'm not going to sort of go through the planet with a fine-tooth comb in search of ores. Let's just take the Geth out. Might find some on the way, of course, but you know. Whee! Really get this sort of planet traversal in Mass Effect 2. I did kind of miss it in a way. There were sections that did have it, particularly after one of the DLCs for it. Gives you like a sort of hovering vehicle type thing. But it's in very specific places, and it's not really this kind of climbing, it's more kind of scooting around and making jumps and stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, hello. I think we found it. Right, let's try and take the Colossi out from a distance. Oh, we got it. Guys. He's dug in like a tick. I think we've got him in the end now. Where's the door into this place? There it is. Here though, it's too high level for my my thing now because there's the ah. Oh, the stalker. We can hit him fast with a couple of things. in with that. Get in with that. Oh, told you there. Get rid of a bit of a pickle now. There's something even bigger up there. Let the shields come back up. I think they're mostly gone now, though. As the last Geth falls, you hear music from across the room. On the monitor, a Quarian stands before a hushed crowd, warbling a mournful a cappella of worlds and innocence lost. The recorded song is dispatched to the Geth worlds behind the Perseus Veil. The transmitter shuts down. Alright, go and loot the place now. Do a quick save. There's nothing that can kill us now, I don't think, but you never know. Game could bug or crash. Very stable so far, though, I will say. Yep, do that. You discover a number of encrypted Geth data files. In the proper hands, they could reveal much about the evolution of the Geth since the banishment of the Quarians. I'll take that. Straight in. Ooh, six shotgun. That could be quite good. Let's have a look at. Ooh, okay. Nice. Getting some good stuff. So Rex, is that shotgun any better? It's not. Pretty better than what I'm using. It's not. Okay. Rex, why don't you take Incendiary 6 now? Now, did we level? No, not yet. I'm gonna go upstairs as well. Check over here, because you never know. But, nah. And there's nothing there either. Okay. Bit of a letdown. You know what? Rather than me manually going back to the Normandy, why do we'll call it there. When we come back next time, I'll just have gone back up to the Normandy command deck. Actually, no, because there's an Admiral Hackett closing message, isn't there? So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we will. Won't take me long. I'll just get to the Mako and bug out.
Message from Admiral Hackett, Commander. Patching it through.
We just received your report. Looks like this Geth incursion was bigger than we thought. They were probably preparing for a major offensive in the system. We're increasing patrols in the Armstrong cluster to make sure they can't establish another foothold in the region. Nice job, Shepard. You saved a lot of human lives on this mission. Hack it out.
Alright, let's just come out of here. So I'll just say thanks very much for watching this slightly longer episode of Mass Effect. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, if you could hit that like button, that'd be fantastic. Do leave a comment as well. I think next time we're going to get into Pharos and one of the main story locations. But, you know, hopefully you didn't mind a bit of exploration, taking the Geth down. I mean, I do intend to visit every system and every landable planet in the game. So as I said, I'll intersperse it with sort of story missions as well, so it doesn't get too repetitive, hopefully. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that kind of pacing anyway. And if you're watching this and not yet subscribed to the channel, if you could do that as well, that'd be amazing. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.